Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns, and welcome to 333 Magic 9, where the tarot cards and the astrology stars come together to help you. Now, there is a lot of changing energy in the world, and it is affecting your life. So if you need a spiritual reading with a little extra guidance with astrology, then please feel free to click on the link below. It'll give you great insight into what is coming at your life personally. Now, here's the energy that is affecting your sign in general. The tarot cards that will be used this month correspond with the astrology. They are the Two of Cups, which represent love and relationships, the King of Swords, which represents mental clarity and strength, the Tower, which represents a change of energy and perhaps a new beginning, and the Two of Swords, which represents the need to make a good decision. Gemini, the card for the first week of the month is the Two of Cups. Now, this is the card that represents relationships, love, and passion. It sort of reflects the energy of Venus and Mars, moving the energy of two people together so they can share in the gift of love. Now, you may sense there is a possibility of a new or deepening relationship around you. However, there is also the possibility of the negative side of love sneaking through. Now, this can include misunderstanding, jealousy, and possessiveness. And you may also have to be a bit careful with the darker side. We call that lust. Woo! Now, as we look down into the astrology, you can see that Venus is going to be down in the second house of resources, trine Jupiter up in the 10th house of career and status. Now, this is a really good trine. You have an opportunity to put your best foot forward to gain career recognition and perhaps a little extra compensation. That would be good. Now, here's where the little lusty problem can come in. Mars, also in the second house, will be in opposition to Pluto in the 8th house, and that's the house of sexuality. Woo! So you must balance your need for resources with the needs of others. Cooperation can overcome competition if you learn to work towards a common goal. Personal intimacy also demands cooperation and not manipulation. As we look into the second week, the tarot card for the second week is the King of Swords. Now, this is a powerful energy that speaks to the intellectual energy that is all around us. We can feel tension in the air around this king because he will abide no foolishness. He looks like a stern judge, and he knows how to use power to command people and get to what he wants to achieve. Now, the negative side of this energy can suggest conflict, as one energy will fight against its opposite. It doesn't want to understand the way things should be. So we must beware ruthless action and demeaning those people who are weaker than we are. So as we move into the second week here in the astrology, we can see that there'll be a new moon in your first house of personal projection. So you may be able to find new ways to express yourself and communicate with other people. However, you may have to control your ego. And this can be very important as Mars will be entering Leo and your third house. Now, his action-oriented energy will inspire you to say what's on your mind. But you must be careful not to be too impetuous or pushy. Personal power, like this king, can be enhanced through disciplined thought and well-planned out action. Inspire others with your knowledge, not your pushiness. The tarot card for the third week is the Tower. Now, this energy suggests we need to reevaluate our place in life. There is a conflict between status quo, as Saturn represents the current structure, and Uranus represents the chaotic future. You will benefit by reviewing what you have built in your life and what you may need to destroy so the future may emerge from the chaos. This is usually a very difficult time, as people tend to want to maintain what they have, and they're somewhat afraid of the unknown future. So as we look down here in the astrology, we can see this is the third week of the month, and it may be the most challenging, as Saturn, right up here, in the ninth house of understanding, squares Uranus in the 12th house of limitations. You will have to be aware of your ideas, how you express them, and the ambition that is pushing you forward. Willfulness, Uranus, may rear its ugly head, so be willing to compromise and try new ideas. Now, this may be particularly true as the expansive Jupiter up here goes retrograde in your 10th house of career and status. This may be an important time to reevaluate what you expect to accomplish in the world. As we move to the fourth week, the tarot card is the Two of Swords. Now, this energy can suggest that we have some choices to make, and we're not very clear on what is the best direction to take on our journey. There may be people and new ideas around us that we do not understand, and therefore we do not trust them. Now, the good news is that Mercury will go direct, helping us clarify. But then at the same time, Neptune will go retrograde, throwing a rock in the water of our understanding and maybe creating some waves of misunderstanding. So, as we look into the fourth week, the features are some easy and some challenging energy. Again, the good news is that Mercury is going to be going direct in Gemini, your first house, and this is your house of personal expression. This may help you find new ways of expressing your ideas and influencing people. Might travel around a little bit too. It's also a good time to be analytical but not critical. But be careful not to confuse yourself, because Neptune will go retrograde in your 10th house of status. Now, pause, take stock of your creative abilities and your place in the world. You may be given the chance to help inspire others and therefore get ahead. Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns, and this is my story. If you are a spiritual seeker, it may help you on your journey. I believe your spiritual development is as important as your religion. If you look at Christianity, it focuses on the life of Jesus. But Jesus was never a Christian. He was Jewish. If this thought intrigues you, you'll enjoy my new book, Light from Water, Freeing Jesus. It's available on Amazon.com and through fine bookstores. And it may help you on your spiritual journey. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe because these videos are free, and hit the little bell for notifications. And for a special offer, visit my website, internetpsychicreadings.com.